Alright, I just wanted to sit down here and just make this video. I don't know why, but I just felt like I should do this. And I should be talking to anybody who is watching here who's just kind of starting out an online business. I know how you feel. It's it's a very, I guess, weird feeling. Especially everybody's gonna be calling you crazy at the start. Everybody's gonna be telling you, hey, you can't be doing this. And I dropped out of high school myself about 2 years ago when I was 18. I'm 20 now. And it's like everybody called me crazy. Everybody, my parents, my classmates, my friends, right? All the type of stuff. And to be honest, I don't talk to anybody I used to know back then except my parents. Nobody. So it's like, what I want you to understand, everybody's going to be calling you crazy. Everybody. But those opinions don't matter because realistically, you will never, ever talk to these people again after school. You're just friends with them because you see them you're just friends with them because you see them every single day. You're not actual friends with them. You're just friends because you share a common interest. In this case, it is school, right? And to be honest, most of you guys' friends that you're gonna be hanging around with are not even your real friends. You're just friends because you guys share bad habits together. Chances are, if you're watching this, your friends, they're inviting you to go party every single week. They're inviting you to take drugs and stuff. They're not your friends, because what's going to happen if you stop doing those things? They're going to stop talking to you and you're going to break off contact, right? So the only thing that is holding you together, the only thing that's holding your friendship together is your bad habits, okay? So those are not real friends. Cut them off right away. But like I was saying, everybody's going to be calling you crazy. Everybody's going to be calling you names and stuff. And it's like you have to just get rid of the noise, all that clutter you have in your mind. You have to get rid of it. You need to move out. You need to go somewhere where you can be all by yourself. This is what I'm doing right now as we speak. I'm in Dubai right now. It is about 8:30 p.m. at night here, and this is like I got this Airbnb right here just for fun, just to isolate myself. This is a penthouse on the 40th floor. I can show you right here. This is pretty cool. I mean, this is my view, for example, right here. I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is like the Dubai marina and stuff and whatever, the seas right there. And it's like I just came here because I need isolation. If you're around too many people all the time, I'm not sure if that's just me, but I cannot work properly. I'm distracted, So if you want to make it happen, you need to go into so-called monk mode. What that means is you isolate yourself from everybody. You have very intentional inputs. First of all, no movies, no TV shows, no fucking around, no bad sort of inputs, like for example alcohol, drugs, all that type of stuff. You need to have very strict habits and routines. So for example, you wake up, then you meditate, then you don't check your phone for the first 3 hours, for example. Then you work on this part of the business. Then you work out, for example. You have to have a very strict routine so you can build momentum. If you can't build momentum, then you're gonna be cooked, because to break free, you can't just work in motivational bursts. You have to just work you just have to be super consistent, else it's just not going to work. If a rocket is trying to exit the atmosphere and go into space, it doesn't stop halfway up in the sky, does it? You have to just how do I say this? Just do it. Just don't pause, don't think, just work, and eventually you see results. That's how the world works. It's built on consistency. It's built on daily small inputs that are actually going to equate to something or do something, as time goes on, okay? So that's the main thing as well. Now, one very important thing as well is you need to work on the right thing. If you're rowing in a broken boat with holes in it, you will sink, you will go under, okay? So you can have as much discipline as you want. You can be the most locked in person ever. You can be the most smartest person ever. But if you just have the wrong business model, then you will not make it that far. Okay, bottom line, okay? So the way you pick something that is actually going to work is don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just do something that has been proven to work in the past. Like for example, selling products online. That has been around for 20 years now, right? Service-based business that has been around for 500 years now, right? Obviously you can do like some crazy AI startup and stuff, but it's like the chances of that failing are so high. You shouldn't even try, to be honest, especially if you're starting out, obviously. Obviously, once you have like a few millions to your name and you have been running a successful business for a few years, go for it, bro. Hell yeah. At the start, you cannot risk losing a lot of capital because you don't have enough capital in the first place, right? So you need to be very resourceful as far as the money that you have goes, right? Now, the next thing is you are closer to success than you would actually think, okay? Here's the thing. People think it takes a whole year to make a 10K a month. It doesn't. It doesn't. It is such a flawed way of thinking. If you genuinely lock in, it can take you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Genuinely. You can make a doctor's salary within a month. From nothing. I'm telling you. And this, if you're hearing this right now and this sounds like crazy to you, it is truly not. I've seen it time and time and time and time and time again. If you work on the right things and you don't doubt yourself all the time and you're just putting one foot in front of the other, something is going to happen and you will make money. It is not rocket science. Genuinely. You just have to put in the actions, sell a product, deliver the service, deliver or ship out the product, whatever it is, and you will get paid. People think you have to have these crazy things, like you have to have this crazy email sequence with AI here and there, you have all these fancy things. Yes, there's a time and place for those things, but you don't need those to make 10, 20, 50K a month. Genuinely. I know retards, I know idiots that make 100K a month. I'm telling you, you do not have to be smart. And people think in order even to make 10K a month, you have to have everything perfect. You have to have the right landing page, you have to have the right website, the right product, the right service. You have to have everything perfect. That's not how it works. You have to fail along the way to make it perfect. Do you think then when Apple launched their first iPhone, everything was perfect? No, it wasn't. The phone was slow, the phone was big and bulky, it was small, the camera was shit, everything was shit. But as years went on, it improved it, and now it's one of the best phones that you can buy. So small steps, put one foot in front of the other, and then you will build something eventually. Okay? Now, once you understood this, then you have pretty much nothing to lose. Okay? The main thing is as well, this is something I learned from a book that I read a few months ago. It's called Reality Transurfing. It genuinely, like it says, it helps you transurf reality. Transurfing means is, I guess, transcend pretty much. That's a synonym for it, I guess. It talks about excess importance in the book. Okay, so what that sort of means is, you've noticed this probably, in your experience of life, is whenever you put something on a pedestal and you feel something, oh, this has to happen, or my life is going to be shit, this has to happen, or X, Y, and Z is going to happen, that's when it never happens. If you attach too much importance to something, that's when it never ends up working out. If you attach importance to, for example, closing a deal, or having the best haircut, for example, something random, whatever it is, then it will never happen, because it is so important to you that the universe, that there's a disbalance, there's an imbalance of forces, and the universe is going to come through and sweep all away, and then you're going to be cooked. Okay? So I learned this, and this is not even something scientifically proven. It is just how it works. If you attach too much importance to something, the universe is going to come and just take it away from you. Okay? So I hope anybody can take some sort of thing away from this. I hope I can genuinely help anybody with this, because these things, like literally everything I talked about in this video, you can genuinely make millions if you just apply these things in the right way. Don't overcomplicate it, put one foot in front of the other, excess importance, don't reinvent the wheel. It's not rocket science, okay? So yeah, I hope this helps anybody, and I'll see you in the next one.